Duda. Ilona Duda, you are not a failure. P.S. I love you. You are not a failure. P.S. I love you. Ilona Duda.
You're a failure. What you're trying to do is stupid. Nobody's gonna like it. If somebody would say those words to me, I would slap them in the face, metaphorically speaking. But what do you do if you are the one who's saying those words to yourself? My inner critic used to make appearances inside of my head all the time. The initial excitement with which I would start any project or try to accomplish any goal would be replaced by this mean and unkind voice. And I would feel down, small, and I would procrastinate and almost give up many times, if not for deadlines. I've been living with inner critic for as long as I remember. And what I remember is I'm 7 years old. One day, I come home from school, but instead of keeping my head high, when I give my notebook with the grades for my homework assignment to my mom, I kept my head down. The day I got a B, and I knew my mom wouldn't be happy. What I didn't know is that she would be furious. What I didn't expect is that she would take the notebook, tear it into half, and make me to write every single homework again. I know my mom wanted me to get a good grade so I can get into good college and get a good job. I know my mom wanted me to learn the value of hard work. I know it now, when I'm 33 years old. But 7 years old, Ilona, she took a different message. You should do everything perfectly. No mistakes are allowed. The seeds of inner critic was deeply planted inside of me. What followed was 23 years of perfectionism and overachiever driving everything I was doing. Perfect grades in school in Ukraine, 3.97 GPA in the college here in US, a fast-growing career in the biggest digital marketing agency, 3 marathons under my belt. But my inner critic was relentless. It still felt like it wasn't enough. Because 3.97 GPA is not 4.0 GPA. And look at your friends. Their career growing much faster. And people running marathons every year. I never was proud of my accomplishments. I never celebrated them. All I wanted to do is to get to that day when my inner critic finally says, "You made it, it's good enough," and will shut up forever. So the race continues until one day I found myself on a bathroom floor. Not able to cry anymore, not wanting to move, not wanting to see a new day. I was mentally, emotionally, and physically exhausted. The bathroom floor felt like a rock bottom. Something had to change. But not a new goal, not a new accomplishment, something inside of me. What followed was 3 years of a deep personal inner work. Countless books, workshops, seminar, therapy, coaching, and many, many hours of meditation and self-reflection. I feel like I'm a new person now. Happier, more fulfilled, peaceful. But the major change is I'm much kinder and more compassionate to myself. And then when I look back at these 3 years, what I think I start doing differently is asking myself these 2 sets of questions. The first one, what if your thoughts are not true? What if your inner critic is a liar? What if you don't have to be perfect? What What if you love to make mistakes? What if you give it a try? How would you show up differently? How would you feel differently? And the second, what if instead you start talking to yourself like a dear friend with kindness and compassion? What if instead, how could you screw up that speech? You say, I know you did the best. Instead of, you could have done better when you tried something new, you said, you showed up and I'm proud of you. You know, I thought I was the only one who had inner critic in me. I thought nobody else was doubting, criticizing, or judging themselves. I thought people figured it out. What tremendous comfort it was to learn I was not the only one. Can you please stand up if you're afraid to speak publicly because you think you might fail? Can you please stand up or keep standing if you were ever afraid to share your ideas because you thought that they were stupid and nobody would care? Can you stand up or keep standing if you are the one who is the hardest on themselves? Thank you. My inner critic made appearance this morning. Her voice was quieter, but I could still hear her. She said my speech was not really good enough, and public speaking skills, they need some major improvement. And my message, you know, probably not relevant. And even after all this work, I hesitated. What if she's right? I don't know if my inner critic would ever disappear, but here's what I know. I know it's possible to hear her voice and not believe it. I know it's possible to hear her voice and choose to talk kinder to yourself. I know it's possible to know she's there and do things regardless. So tell me, what would you do differently? And how would you feel differently if you stopped believing your inner critic?